So, as much as I like Jonathan Majors, and I think that Jonathan Majors could be a fantastic actor, yes, he messed up getting involved with that domestic violence or whatever the hell he's gotten himself involved with. But the reality of the situation is that you know, before Jonathan Majors really became Dame, right? And he was in the low key TV show. Jonathan Majors was not really seen as a guy who was going to be pushed to the next level roles because he didn't really fit the part. And Kat Williams is saying that he was the one really pushed by whoever he was pushed with, the agenda in Hollywood, to become this guy that we now know as Jonathan Major, or at least Dame, because the Dame role propelled him to do the other things that he was planned on doing. I even heard he was supposed to make a movie about Mike Tyson because of how big he got in Creed. And I remember as I was, listening to the reviews, watching people's opinion about Jonathan Majors, that really Jonathan Majors didn't seem to be an appealing guy for these type of roles. He didn't have the body type. He really didn't have the facial structures or shape. And like you don't want to come across as a hater, like I told you in my last video. But there's truth to that again. There's truth to that. And I think what ends up happening is Jonathan Majors finds himself in a situation where you get caught with this stuff and you're basically being replaced just like that, you know. Whether that was to appeal to masses or whatnot, I don't know. But, you know, we really weren't considering Jonathan Majors in that role, right? Before he became Dame and he got the muscles and stuff like that. So again, I can see what Kat Williams is saying, even though I love Jonathan Majors as an actor, I really do. And I hope that he gets his career together. But sometimes the decisions you make will lead you to where you don't want to go. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's important, whatever lady you choose to have in your life, it's the right one. You know what I'm saying? And for some people who've never experienced the ability to choose what they want, when you get to that level, it's hard to make the right decisions. So I hope that he does, make the right decisions in the future. But I do think that, unfortunately, it's a tough lesson. Whether Megan Good came into his life to assist him in court or whatever the hell she was doing, because I know for sure she had no damn interest in Jonathan Majors before he was who he was. But then again, a lot of women move like that anyway, so I can't blame her for that. But my thing is that, hey, Jonathan Majors at this point, his career has taken a dive, and it was just on the rise, and it really went downhill before it really reached the peak of what it could be. And a lot of these Marvel movies they're becoming tiring to watch anyway. I'm not gonna lie to you, and I like comic books, but I need to watch something else. But that's another topic. But really, for Jonathan Majors, what Cat Williams was saying was, well, you really weren't considered to be in that sphere and until they propelled you to be, who you are. So is that something that Hollywood was doing to mold him into whatever they wanted to mold him? I don't know. I don't know what the powers that be are. I just know that sometimes the fall can happen way quicker than the rise, and that's what happened in Jonathan Majors' case. You know what I'm saying? I hope that he bounces back, and I hope you make better decisions as far as who you want to put into your circle, because who you have in your circle sometimes determines where you go in life. And maybe if you had some wiser people in your circle, you could have gotten away from that crazy woman he was dealing with. But I can understand Cat Williams saying, "Oh, hey, this guy doesn't look like he would play the part of the role," because a lot of other people were saying that, and I was ignoring it because I didn't care, since I enjoyed the role that he played as Dame. Really, I did. I loved the Creed movie. You know what I'm saying? And, looks can be subjective. I'm not here to bash people's looks or anything like that. But, it did seem a little bit over the top at the time. And a lot of people were saying, well, look, if you looked at him before he became Dame in Creed, was this a guy considered to be playing the big Hollywood movies? No. So maybe there is more behind that. That's all I'm trying to get at with this video. It's taking me 5 minutes to get to that point. That's all I'm saying. I'm not really out here trying to hate. I'm trying to, you gotta, with this Cat Williams stuff, you gotta know the background behind a lot of things he's talking about. And then when you do, you put it into perspective. You're like, damn, yeah, there is truth to this. You know what I'm saying? There's some truth to that. Because a lot of people were questioning, how all of a sudden they're propelling Jonathan Majors for who they thought was going to be Kang and all this and that. And if you looked at his prior movie roles, he didn't really look like he had the Michael B. Jordan pretty boy esque, type characteristics. So that's all I'm trying to say. You guys can debate it how you want to, but there's truth to what Kat Williams was saying in that, because a lot of people were saying that before, but this was before all the allegations and stuff like that. And who knows? Like if he, who knows what he was able to accomplish if that never happened to him with the situation that he gotten into. But that remains to be seen. Let me know what you think about it, because I got more stuff coming on this Kat Williams stuff. I think the next one I got is on Kanye, so stay tuned for that. It's your boy Donnie.